Hello all, welcome to the channel TechnoTracks. In this video, I am showing how to download and install the VirtualBox on your machine and then how to add the Ubuntu operating system to the VirtualBox on your machine. Then go into the video. The first step is how to install the VirtualBox on your machine. For that, we are going to the VirtualBox official site. For that, I am clicking on the VirtualBox on my search engine and going to the official Oracle VM VirtualBox site. So here we can see the current versions of VirtualBox, that is 7.0. By clicking on the download VirtualBox 7.0 version, we can redirect it to the different versions of VirtualBox, that is for different platform. You can get different versions of VirtualBox for the Windows, for Mac OS, for Solaris or other purpose. So based on your requirement, you need to download the corresponding packages from here. Here I am using the Windows as my host machine, so I need to download the Windows host. By clicking on the Windows host, the downloading file is started to download. So it is around 106 MB, so it is an executable file. It is start downloading. So in this platform we can see there are documentation and other communities are available. So you have any doubt regarding the VirtualBox usage and other support from the VirtualBox, you need to download the user manual and read those instructions and other things. And also you can see there are other extensions package and other development kits are available for your VirtualBox here. Finally, we can see in the download of executable file is completed, and then go into that file and then click on the executable file, and it is redirected to the permissions, and click on the allow, and then it is starting the procedure for installation, and click on next. And this is the default location for the installation of VirtualBox, and then if you need to change, click on the browse option, and otherwise click on next and give us next, and then go into the final stage. Here this is the final stage for installation, and click on the install button. So the installation procedure is here started. It takes some times, so after some times it is completed. So finally we get the finish button, so the installation is completed. After the installation finishing, it is boot automatically, that is the tick shows, and then clicking on the finish button, it is automatically boot after some time. So here we can see in the overall view of the VirtualBox. This is the overall platform for the VirtualBox. Here we can see there are different options are available for preference, import, export, new, and add other things. So this is the only platform, not any operating system like Ubuntu or Windows is added to this. If you are working with that, we need to add a other operating system to this. Then I am going to the next step, how to download the Ubuntu operating system from the site and how integrate this with our Oracle VirtualBox. For that, I am going to the Ubuntu official site for the installation of Ubuntu software. For that, you need to search the Ubuntu here in the search engine, and then it is redirected to the Ubuntu official site. Here we can see there are a different developer community and download option, and click on the download option. Here we can see there are get Ubuntu desktop, get Ubuntu server, and click on the get Ubuntu desktop option. It is directed to the versions of current Ubuntu. Here we can see there is a 22.04.2 long time support version. It is the current version of Ubuntu. So you need to install the long time support, because we get the long time support and packages from the Ubuntu by using this version. And then I am clicking on the download button here. So by clicking on the download, it is started the downloading procedure. So here we can see it is around 4.6 GB overall size. It takes a larger time. I am already installed in my machine, so I am showing that file. So this is the installed file, that is Ubuntu 22.04.2 desktop AMD 64. It is having an overall size of that is approximately 4.6 GB overall size. So this is the second step for how to install the Ubuntu on your PC, and then the third step is how to integrate this Ubuntu to your VirtualBox. I am going to the third step, how to integrate it to the Oracle VirtualBox. For that, I am closing the Oracle VirtualBox and then restarting it. So here we can see there is an option that is import, export, new, and add, and then clicking on the new option, we can see there is a window like this. You can give the name for your system, that is I am giving us Linux here. And then this is the folder for installation. Then adding the ISO image. ISO image means we can earlier install the Ubuntu software file, so it is added to this option. And by going to that file, we can able to add that. Here I am downloaded file is shown here, and it is added to this ISO image option, and clicking on the next option we can go redirected to a password, username and a repeat password section. So you can select appropriate password and the other username here. So I am using my username and other things here. You can add your password here. This is used for the purpose of turn on the Ubuntu in virtual machine. So after giving the username and password, you can go to the next option and you can select the base memory and the other core processor here, that is CPU. I am changing my base memory to my requirement. You can select the appropriate base memory to your requirement. So I need to change the CPU from 1 to 4. You can also select it as 1 or 8 or other values, and clicking on the next option. So it is going to the disk size. So it is actually means not about your PC, that is host PC disk size. It is a virtual size, so you can select the appropriate size based on your requirement. Here I am selecting around 50 GB and then make it as all other things as default, and then click on the next button here, going to the final steps, and then click on the finish button here. So here we can see that it is Linux, our machine name is Linux, it is added to the Oracle VirtualBox. Here we can see that settings, and so after that it is VirtualBox is automatically turned on and it shows an option to, and click on the try to install Ubuntu, and after that installation procedure of Ubuntu is started. It takes several time to installation. Here we can see that the installation is started, so it takes a 30 or 1 hour to install completely. After all the installation step of Ubuntu, you can see in the Windows of Ubuntu, you can see the different folders here, that is desktop, documents, download music, pictures, public and other things like your Windows system. And you can see there is Firefox and other Ubuntu software. For downloading the other Ubuntu softwares, you can go to the Ubuntu softwares and you can download the necessary. So we can also see there is a terminal like Windows. You can go to that terminal, and here I am going to the terminal and then listing the files. So here it is working, so fine. And to make the window to larger version, you can so use the view option here by clicking the host plus 3, that is scale only. You can scale the Ubuntu to the size, that clicking to switch mode. So it is scaled to system, so by clicking on that you can use it the full size mode. So this is all the procedure and steps to install the Ubuntu on your VirtualBox and how to use the VirtualBox on your Windows system. Thanks.